Don't mistake me for Wolverine's long lost gay son. I just got out of the pool and I kind of dried my hair back and it's stuck like this. May I keep it like this? I might, because I'm looking into the camera right now and I like what I see. But anyway, so great day for me. 5,500 down in the beginning of the day. I cut the dead weight. When it's not working, you cut it quick. If it's working, then you can hit the home run. Foul ball, foul ball, foul ball, bang! That's how it's done. I took myself out of a hole. I ended the day up $3,500. Now I'm in the driver's seat with a couple stocks that I'm going to be reviewing here today. Really excited about them in pre-market. If you do not have Webull, you must get it. There is no questions to be asked. There is no questions to be answered. It is, you get Webull, you get something that's tradable at the open of pre-market, and that's that. Unless you're trading something very, very safe, if you're trading these small caps, trust me, I've been in Robinhood and I went up 150,000 in a stock called Devs probably about 6 months ago, and I had to sit there and watch it go from 150K gain all the way down to 20. And yeah, 20 is a great gain on the day, but when you're up 150 and you can't sell it, you're just walking back and forth. You just want to jump off the ledge. You just want to go into the traffic and just lay down like you're protesting, but you're not. You just want to die. Okay? So you get Webull. Now, I'm probably going to be selling these stocks within the first hour. So if you're in them, I hope you took them at after hours close. They both closed almost at their highs. Boom, that felt so good. Gotta love it. Gotta love that ending to the day. My health tip is intermittent fasting, 22 hours on, or on the fast, 2 hours off. You get 2 hours to eat a day. And the whole time that you're not eating, you're drinking lemon water. You're drinking lemon water with a little bit of salt for electrolytes. Keep those headaches away. Got it? Then by the time 7 comes around or whenever you decide to start eating, you got a nice appetite, but your stomach's a little shrunk, so you don't overeat. You eat 500 calories a day. You do it for 2 weeks, you lose 20 pounds. I don't know what to tell you. I'm living proof. So I'm on that diet right now. It's called the OMAD diet, and it's classic. It works every time. And I'm just going to jump right into the charts from there. I guess what I could say, my stock tip, it's an easy one. It came right to my head. I didn't even have to think about it because it happened all day today. And people fight me about it, and people get mad about it. And because they fall in love with a stock. They fall in love with your INSs. They fall in love with the NVCA or whatever it is, NNCA or whatever it is. And then they just get sucked in. They buy at 6. Well, it's at 5.5, whatever. I'm bagged, but it's not that big of a deal. Then it's at 5. Then it's at 4.5. Now you're sitting on support, and you're like, oh my God, if this support breaks, then I basically lost 70%. Sig, nice, what's up? You can't do that. You can't let that happen to you. I had it at 6. I sold at 6.4. I got back in at 5.5. I sold 5.4. I got back in at 4.9. I sold 4.8. And I trickled it down. I tried it. It didn't work. It worked the first time. It didn't work the next 3 times. So I moved on. I said, this just isn't working. The volume's not there. The interest is not there. Everybody's gone, and they've moved on to other things. So I moved into the other things while everybody else is bagged and sitting on dead money. That's how it works. You keep your money flowing. You stay nimble. Stay nimble. Stay nimble. Stay nimble. Stay nimble. Stay nimble. Keep your cash on the side so you can ride when the night comes. Sorry, I really need to go to sleep. But I'm going to review these 2 stocks because I said I would, and I'm a man of my word. I've never told a lie. Literally, when I was born, Jesus or some type of spirit came to me when I was a young, but I was freshly birthed. And he said, son, you'll never be able to tell a lie. That is your gift. That is your gift to this world. You'll never lie. I said, okay, fine. I mean, I guess I'll take on that burden. So I've just carried through. It's been 35 years and I've never done it. Of course, I'm not even going to dwell on it, but I just did the whole review and my face was big and you couldn't see the charts. And then I turned it off like, oh man, that was great. I'm done. And then it wasn't done. And now I'm here again. Thank you. Anyway, Vine. This is the first stock that I'm in. I did a quick trade today for like $1,800. Then I waited for it to pull back. I saw some bullishness. I got in under 40 at like 39.8. I think my final average was. Then it acted like it was gonna get 30 at the end, and then it said no, and it closed at the high of the day, or it closed almost at the high of the day in after hours. So the beautiful thing about this is usually when you have something tanking 73%, you're gonna have this candle like Nah, nah, nah. And those are usually the ones where you might get a little bit of pop in a PM. You better have the right buy-in. It was probably at the end of the day because usually it closed at the lows of the day or at least close to it. This one actually stabilized and closed green, which is a very good sign. I like to see that. That's why I got in right around after hours when it first came down, bought in, boom, end of the day. Closed at the high of the day, like I said, which is a beautiful thing. Almost. It's going tomorrow. And an easy target. If it gets over 44, I mean, you're looking at 80. Am I going to hold till 80? I don't know. Am I going to sell 50? I don't know. But I would say target's 80. I don't care. Like, it might not happen right away. It might not go straight to 80. 80 is the target. If you want to shoot a big shot here, a little glory trade, you put your shares up at 80 and you sit there and you watch. Raya. It's not going to work. Again, these charts don't really matter because this is the daily. Even if you look at it on the 41 hour, you're still, I mean, yeah, this is bullish. It closed bullish, but it closed all the way up here. So it's beasting through this. Now, it might have a pullback in the morning. I don't know. All I know is it closed at basically the high of the day in after hours with tremendous push. And somebody said, usually at the end of these, they have a flash crash. And I was like, yeah, I know. But like, I'm just going to hold it. And if I want to make that decision to sell in the morning, first thing, then I will, because I am up significantly, $2,000, which is like fine for an end of the day trade. I could easily take that right now, first thing in the morning, and be happy with it. But the target here is going to be 25. Now, I don't have my MAs up. I need to get my MAs up on here. I don't always use these charts. This is just what I use to show the videos, but I'm always switching through different charts, especially on Webull, best platform. And that's what I basically use. I use my phone. I don't use a setup. I don't use a computer. I don't use 9 screens. I don't use supersonic speeds. I just use my phone. It's really not that difficult. Don't overstress yourself. Don't simplify it. Simplify it. Make it easy. Make it where you could do it from anywhere. You could do it from the gym. You could do it from the bathroom. You could do it from the sky. Skydiving. Hey, I got to make one. Oh, I just made some. So this is going to be a big first hour for Raya. Can we get to 25? That's where the MA is. Can we just do it? Can we do it pretty please? Now, if I see 20, I might just be like, see ya. If I see 22, I might just be like, adios. And for those that don't speak Spanish, that means goodbye. But we'll see. Play it by ear, stay calm, emotionless. If I woke up at 1:45, which is 45 minutes into PM, I'd probably be sitting at the high of the day, 24. And I'd probably just be able to sell it like, bah, and go back to sleep. But you know that's not going to happen. You know I'm not going to go to sleep. Ints. Look, I mean, now you're riding the bottom Bollinger Band. You tested the top a bunch of times and it got rejected. Now you're just getting tossed. This is why if something fails, if it falls out, I told myself, if it breaks 3-1, I'm out. I don't care if it hits 3-1 and then goes to 90 grand. Doesn't matter. I don't care if they get bought out by like SpaceX and they open at 90,000. It doesn't matter. If it breaks the trend, which was here, which it did, it actually, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I mean, it had broke, once it came down to 31, that's where I was like, that's going to be showing, like, because it could have came down to here and found support and bounced, but 3-1 getting knocked out with the amount of selling and the amount of interest, I could just feel the interest leaving the room. Here's the thing. When you feel that interest leaving the room, I don't care if you're down money. I don't care if you're down 20%. It doesn't matter. Get out. There's a fire. Do you want to go to hell? Do you want your kids to disown you because you're broke and you have to sell yourself on Sally Street? Is that what you want for your children and for your wives? So you just let go. Let go. It's okay. It's going to be fine. Let it run without you. Would you rather be bagged? I don't like being a bag boy. Now, that doesn't mean that this can't pop from this area. This doesn't mean that it's like, it's toast. It's going to 20. It's going to 15. I'm not here to say that. I'm just saying I've moved on because it didn't work. They don't all work. Not everything you touch is going to work. Sometimes you got to take the L and move on. It's you have to pay attention to this if you're new, because I'm positive that most of you are probably like, yeah, he's right. You can either be prideful and continue to fall, or you can just buck up and be like, yeah, I got to get out next time. Because look, remember when it was up here? Yeah, I sold up here, bought here and that didn't work, bought here and that didn't work. Now I'm not even touching it now. You know why? Because I want this shit to come down real far. You got a stock split coming on the 8th. You got a couple days left of trading. I don't see this not touching 3.5 to 3 in the next 2 days. If not Monday. Someday, I'm hoping, and this is, again, it could bounce right here. It could go to $7 right here. It could open at $90 tomorrow. All I know is this isn't my buy target. My buy target is 3 to 3.5, and if I don't get it, then it doesn't matter. What am I going to cry? It doesn't matter. Let it go. Everything is going to be all right. Had I not let it go of TNFA at, let's see, 17, and that was during pre-market when it hit 19, but whatever, I think I sold 17. I sold over the high of the day in open market. I think I sold, all right, so at the high of the day, 17.24. And I was told, yo, it ain't done yet, bro. I mean, you just got, what, 11 to 19? You just got 100% spike. It's not going to, they don't all just keep going to the sky. You don't have any news. It ran on nothing. It ran on air. You sell that. And it came back up and it got everybody all excited. And then boom, it gaps down. Doesn't mean the stock doesn't have like the greatest cure for cancer. It doesn't mean that they don't walk on the moon. It doesn't mean that they have an invention that will cure human hunger. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I don't care. All I care about is the stocky go uppy or the stocky go downy. So that's the video. I don't even have any, like QH. Nobody even watches QH. Nobody even knows what this is, but it does look good down here. How about ADAP? I'll do ADAP, all right? I'll do ADAP. Give me 6. That's what I came here to say. Give me 6. Just give me 6. I don't know why, but this guy, Zachpedia on StockTwits, whenever he says something, I pay attention. He's almost always right. He's always like, time to sell over 4.6. I'm like, okay. And then I sell it. And then it's like at like 2.2. He's like, time to buy here. You can buy here. And it's like, goes up 100% immediately. He's like a really smart guy. He doesn't even have that many followers. I think it's because he does tell people to sell and they get mad at that because they're like, diamond hands forever. We're going to the party in Vegas. All of us together, all the shareholders. But like, there's never a party. I promise you that. So we wait for 6. We don't get 6. It blasts off from here. Great. I don't care. It doesn't matter to me. I don't even know what this stock does. Oh, it's a therapeutics company. Great. I don't care. So that's the video. Hopefully it wasn't 6 hours long, and I'll see y'all on Friday, but I'll be texting with y'all tomorrow on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter, pretty please, with a cherry on the tip.